a few more shapes, and these shapes are really useful, especially for your Kandinsky project, and require that you use one of them. I would recommend using both. So the begin shape, end shape, that's actually one shape. That is a custom shape that lets you just map out the vertex and make whatever shape you want. And then there's a quad. So looking here, and I'm not so picky about the Kandinsky, something like this, you know, where if the original had a little bit of curve and then you ended up making it straight, that's absolutely fine. If you wanted to, if you were making this just from the shapes that we knew before, this could be like multiple triangles, like you'd have to overlap, put all kinds of crazy things together. But the other way is quite simply just to map out all of the points, the vertex. And what I would recommend doing, maybe put a piece of, print out the painting that you're copying and then put some graph paper over it, or you could even just hold it up on the screen, anything like that, and to help you, or actually just in Photoshop you can use to get your points here. So what does the syntax look like? It starts with begin shape, and notice there's no space between begin and shape is capitalized. Here we have an open and close parentheses, and I know your tendency might be to put an open curly bracket because like we have with void draw and void setup, you have this and then a curly bracket, but it's not a curly bracket, it's just a semicolon. Then you simply plot out all the points, the vertex, the x and the y. So it is this x and y, then this x and y, this x and y, this x and y, this x and y, so on and so forth. And you can start any way or at any point, but then you have to go clockwise. So I could start here. And then what processing is going to do is it's going to draw a line from this point to this point to this point. And at the end, if you wanted to draw a line from your last point and continue, close it with your first point, add in parentheses, close. Down here at the bottom, I have another little tip that you can use besides tweak mode to help you fix your coordinates and get the right shapes. And this is called print line. So LN stands for line. So print line or print LN. And in parentheses, I'm putting mouse X with a capital X, comma, mouse Y. So what that is it's going to give me, processing will read back to me down in the console, I'll do this here, the coordinates that I'm pointing to on the screen. So this only works if I have the code block set up in draw, and I am before my closing bracket for the draw, I'm going to type in, print ln mouse x, comma, mouse y, and close that out. So now when I press play, and I'll move my screen up here. When I'm moving my mouse on my canvas here, do you see down in the console, it's giving me the coordinates. So this can be another really useful way to use processing just to help you figure out the coordinates that you're trying to get. Okay, so let me know if you have questions about that. The other shape is a quad, which is just a four-sided rectangle, but the sides are not restricted to right angles. So for example, this would be great to use a quad for. And all we need to do for that is you write quad, and then you map out, it's really kind of like your begin shape, end shape. You put your x and your y, that's here. Then your next x and y, that's my next group. My next x and y, that's these two. And my last x and y, that's these two. And I don't have to put anything else to get it to close it. It does that automatically for me, but it'll continue from here to here. Okay, so a couple of things that can help you, and also that are just simply requirements for this next project, and also some pretty cool shapes. So hope you have some fun with them.